me see. Yes, hi, darling.
Live on Facebook.
Funny. We are nearly live on Facebook. Oh my goodness, I'm getting better by the day.
Can I speak for a few seconds without being watched by everyone?
Oh, it's very difficult to to not have an audience, I must say. Right. I wonder if people can hear me now. I've got my microphone in front of me. I'm just checking everything because this is my first time doing this, people. So it's all a bit new. There we go. Is live now. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to go into the group because what I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm looking at people's comments because that's really important. I just really quickly put the title on and no description, which I think is okay for the first time. Everyone knows what it is going to be. Great. Okay, it's happening. All right, I'm just going to keep an eye on that for comments. Oh my goodness, how are you doing, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm coping.
You're coping. Yeah. Well, that's good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first instalment of Future Storytime with Tamarin and special guests. So I did say that I was going to do this last week, and then I really just got a bit sleepy and also was waiting on a few technical issues. At the moment, touch wood, everything is working okay. The technological gods are with me. So without further ado, thank you so much for tuning in. So obviously I've been doing story time for the whole of lockdown, and it's been really, really fun, but it kind of evolved in my head when I was thinking, I'm spending so much time contemplating life, so much time on my hands. What am I doing? What matters to me? Where are we going? And some of my mates on this group might know that I've been doing some work in the past with Extinction Rebellion. And I was kind of thinking, what have Extinction Rebellion been doing right now? I feel like this is time that could be used. And I thought, well, what can I do instead of relying on other people? So I really wanted to bring the conversation about our kind of power, manifestation, the law of attraction, into kind of the public arena, as it were, and get us talking about that stuff. And I have some really great friends who have been working with the law of attraction for a long, long time. And I thought might offer some insight. And I think it's nice to have discussions on here as people that don't claim to be experts, people that are trying to figure stuff out for themselves as well. And that's definitely who I am. And I'm sure Tommy would agree that he is as well. So I want to welcome my friend Tommy, all the way from Dubai. Hello, Tommy.
Hello. Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. We can go out here for a walk and stuff. So I've been out social distancing, of course, but it's been good to get out in the sunshine, not feel cooped up.
Definitely.
So yeah, feeling a lot more positive because 5 weeks on your own, as you know, can play havoc with the old mind. So yeah, it's good to get out. How are you?
I'm really pleased for you. Tommy moved over to Dubai for a new job and then had to go into isolation for 2 weeks in a building where he couldn't go outside. They weren't allowed to walk, as you probably know, and now everything has started opening up, which is great. So just to reiterate, we're talking today about the law of attraction. We're talking about our creative power. And I just feel like in this moment in time, we are all, a lot of us anyway, either waiting on the news to hear stuff or completely shutting down. And I want to remind us, and also to remind myself as well, that we are powerful, creative beings. And yes, there is a big thing going on right now. And yes, it is really scary, but we also do create our reality. I 100% believe that. I don't, there's some debate to be had over, some specifics on that, but I do believe that we are creative beings. You, me, all of us, we have consciousness. We have that great gift of consciousness. We get to decide what we do. So that is what this is all about. Now, Tommy, I want to know, before we do get onto the law of attraction, just a little bit about you for everyone. So what are you about? What are you up to right now?
What am I about? Oh God, how long has it got? Just to put it very briefly, so I work in exhibitions, so obviously it's been hit quite a lot with the current crisis. I've been working in exhibitions for the last 6 years, and I've recently moved to Dubai, and I work in the real estate market at the moment. My show is Dubai based. We're very lucky we're at the end of the year, so still got a job, which is really good. So yeah, I'm out here, I've got a new journey, and obviously keeping positive and thinking about the future is really key to how I'm here right now, talking to you right now, and in a happy mood. I think it's really, really important just to keep thinking that tomorrow is going to come.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I'm at the moment.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Yeah, Tommy, you worked really hard to get this job that you've got over in Dubai. You really pushed for it and you really knew what you wanted. And that's what I admire in you, amongst many other things as a friend, is that, when you want something, you go for it and you have
Yeah.
conviction, and it's very, very inspiring. So I want to ask you, what is your kind of affinity? What's your connection with the law of attraction? How long have you sort of known about it? How do you feel about it?
I think it was about 8 years ago, and I was one of those people that took it really literally. So I went to the shop and I bought The Secret, I bought The Power of Now, and I really believed that if I just believed that I was going to be either a millionaire or I was going to get the job, I didn't have to do anything. It would just happen because that's what the books say. I took it very, very literally, and obviously, because I did nothing, nothing happened. So I just kind of forgot all about it. As I got older, I kind of realized that you do have to have the belief, but you actually have to do something. You
Right.
have to make something happen for yourself. So I started doing like little small things, like going for the job that I didn't think I could do, and then researching the industry, the market, making myself like a beacon of knowledge in that industry.
Yeah.
And then got into jobs. And bearing in mind, I had no qualifications to talk of. I just kind of talked my way into these jobs because
Oh yeah, you're a grifter or a grifter?
Yeah,
Grafter.
sure.
Grifter is a different thing. I think grifter's a criminal. But you are a hard worker. And what
Yeah.
you're talking about is inspired action. I
Yeah.
think we can get addicted a little bit to the self-help books, to the reading of it,
Yeah.
and it's the putting it into practice, which I completely agree with. It's
Mm-hmm.
interesting, actually. I didn't know that your timeline is kind of like mine, and it's very similar because I read The Secret. I don't know how I got my hands on it. It just sort of plopped into my lap,
Someone normally gives it to you. They normally give it to you.
right?
One of those
And you
books,
don't
but
look
I do
for
it.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was about 10 years ago for me as well. So similar
Mm-hmm.
time. And I read The Power of Now a bit later. So we've got those two books
Mm-hmm.
are really, really incredible, I think. I like The
Yeah.
Secret because it's so simple and it's great for reprogramming you because it's so repetitive.
Mm.
And I think
Yeah.
sometimes you need that.
Yeah, but I think people like me can take it very, very literally, and then you get those people that say it's all
Mm,
rubbish. The law of attraction, you can't just think something and it happens, and
yeah,
that's kind of true.
yeah,
Like you
yeah,
can't just
yeah.
think it and it happens. You have to actually have like a list of goals and go, right, I need to do this to get to this goal, even if it's a really small thing. And then
Yeah,
once you see that it works, then you do a bigger thing, then a bigger thing, and
yeah.
then you're in Dubai.
Right, then you're in
uh,
Dubai, living the high life,
yeah.
living on the palm, walking
Yeah.
around the
I mean,
beach.
don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. Nothing is perfect. And,
Yeah,
we're all working towards different goals all the time,
yeah,
but I think in a small way, I'm very happy with how I've used the law of attraction. For me, it's purely about keeping positive and thinking that I can do it.
yeah,
Even when you do have those days when you're like, oh my God, I can't do it. Like when you have a presentation and you get nervous, but then you do it and you smash it and you're like, I can do it.
yeah.
If you keep that momentum going, then you can do more and more.
Yeah, keeping that belief in yourself, even if you get knockbacks, s- somehow keeping belief in yourself is so, so
Yeah.
important. But on the knockbacks, tenuous link, here's me trying to be a presenter. Never done it before.
It's working.
Uh,
It's working.
Well, I now want to turn our attention a little bit to lockdown
Yeah.
because it's all very well saying read a book, be dead positive, believe in yourself, but I
Yeah.
do I do think that in life, because obviously when I first read The Secret, let's say, I was like very idealistic. I was like, if I just believe it, everything's going to be
Yeah.
perfect. However, I'd say my deeper understanding of the law of attraction now is that, yes, I'm in control of my mind and I'm in
Mhm.
control of a lot actually, but there are forces that I'm not in control of. There are
Yeah.
forces that, whether you attracted it or not collectively as the whole human population, that's to be debated. But things happen, big things happen. And within that, you know, then we have to think, okay, well, now how do I navigate that? How do I use the law of attraction in a scenario like lockdown? You know,
Mhm.
it could be a very, very challenging time.
Yeah.
How have you been getting, how have you been getting through being locked up in Dubai with no friends, not knowing anyone for over,
Mm.
how many weeks was it?
So I was on my own for 5 weeks. In actual fact, yeah, on my birthday, I was sent home from work because I've just moved over from the UK. So I was in quarantine from that day onwards. I would say it's very easy in lockdown just to get really bogged down, just stay in bed, just watch Netflix constantly. We've all had days where we've done that. But
Yep.
for me, you've got to take yourself away from it, get dressed. That's my number one thing. Like the
Yeah.
last few days, I've started like ironing my shirts and putting a shirt on, and I'm not going anywhere, but it does make me feel a bit better.
Well, you look
And
great for
also,
staying in.
yeah, killing it. Um, I think it's just like looking at what I need to do. For me, I need to learn a new industry, so I'm using it to get knowledge, to research the companies I'm working with and the market and the future of the market, and doing courses and looking at ways I can progress once I get out of here. And I think that's a really, really good thing for people to do, is to pick something that they want to learn. And right now you can go online and there's loads of free courses,
Yeah.
and use the time wisely, even if it's like a really short 1 hour course. Just get on it, do it.
It's a great way to use your time. Courses, like you say, there's so much free material. And even if that feels a bit overwhelming, even just kind of Googling a topic you're interested in and having a little
Yeah.
read, that's research. And that's really good. I think I also, from what you say, things like, you know, you have these bad days and then maybe you find a little something that can pick you up. So ironing your shirts and putting a nice shirt on. Doesn't
Or a
have to
gin and
be
tonic.
origin or five. Look, it
Anything.
doesn't have to be what, like life changing, does it? But
No.
I agree. And I think there's something really, all this time I've had to just watch nature because I haven't been working, lady of leisure. You know, I've been watching nature a lot. I'm really, really slowing down. And you know, you start to think about the cycles of nature and all that stuff. And actually,
Yeah.
everything, I had a deep realization that everything is cyclical. Everything
Yeah.
just goes round and round. You have like your good days, you have your bad days, and it's okay. And I
Mm-hmm.
think for me, during lockdown, kind of remembering that and actually seeing it has
Mm-hmm.
helped me to go, okay, I'm going to get to a better
Yeah.
place. Even if it's in 24 hours, I'll feel better, you know,
Mm-hmm.
or whenever it is, however long that cycle is for you. And then once you're
Mm-hmm.
there, you can get back on track. And I just think realistically in lockdown, it is not, we shouldn't be expecting ourselves to be positive all the time.
No,
I don't think
no,
that's the
we're
way.
not. You know,
No.
that's one thing with law of attraction. You cannot be Mr. Positive 24/7. Believe me, I have my days where no one wants to come near me, and
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. And then I have my days where I can go to town. But I do think at the minute, like, you're questioning things all the time. And one thing people say to me like every day is, "Oh, I can't wait to go back to normal."
Yeah.
And it's like, I was thinking today that, would that be a good thing if we just go back to normal? Because I don't think it would be a largely positive thing. I think right now it's making us all question the way we work, our morals, the way we travel, the impact on the environment, all
Mhm.
these things that maybe people didn't have, maybe they didn't stop and think about before, because we didn't have to. We could just go about our lives. No one needed to care.
There was no
And now,
reason to stop.
yeah,
Yeah.
and now look where we are. We're in this lockdown position. People are dying all around the world. People are forced to, it's right in front of their face,
Mm.
and they're forced to think about it and to think
Mm.
about their actions and what their
Yeah.
actions have had on the planet. So I think it's a
Absolutely.
good thing in a way.
I think so that yeah that is like the ultimate, isn't it, with The Secret. It's like this absolute awful pandemic is going on, and yet there is something good that can come out of it. There is stuff to be learned, and that can be something to really really look forward to and to keep us going. So yeah, thank you for that. During lockdown then, have you found anything specifically that has helped you to get yourself back into the mind frame that you would like to be in? Any like things that have helped apart from ironing one's shirts?
No, for me, it's just a routine
Yeah.
because I mean, I'm working. I'm really lucky. I can work from home. I work in exhibitions. All I have to do is lift the phone. I can speak to my customers wherever they are, whether it be in Dubai or even in London. So for me, I get up in the morning. I have my coffee. I write my list of things to do, and I tick them off. And if I don't do that, I get really distracted. I end up lying on the bed, scrolling on Facebook during lunchtime, and I find it really hard to just get up and just be productive for the rest of the afternoon. So getting up and getting dressed, making a to-do list, and just ticking it all off. And when you get to that last thing, it's great. You can just
Yeah.
chill out. You can sit Netflix on. There's a great new series on there. It's called Hollywood. Watch that. It's great. Um,
Brilliant.
so
So
that's what I'm doing.
Tommy's in like Uber sort of work, high energy mode. And I,
Yeah.
by contrast, have been very much sort of lying around, making friends with the magpie outside, not doing a lot. And I think either way works. I think it's just really good to check in with oneself and see, okay, what do I need in this moment? And then whatever it is,
Mhm.
like let yourself do it. Also, I felt like forgiving myself has been really important to get myself into a place where I can maybe make better decisions and,
Yeah.
look after my health a bit better or whatever it is that I really need to be doing. I think, in lockdown, we can be like, oh, I've eaten too much, I haven't exercised enough, and like feeling bad on ourselves. And
Yeah.
actually, just remembering that that self-talk ain't going to help.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and actually a
Agree.
step before that I found really important is meditation because it allows me to become aware of my thoughts.
Hmm.
That if I don't have that step of awareness to go, oh, I'm talking badly on myself, or oh God, I'm feeling really down right now. What do I need? If I'm not aware of my thoughts and I'm just really in my thoughts, then there's no hope at all at getting on a happier, more positive path. So that for me has
Yeah.
been really important.
But
Yeah.
also exercising isn't for everyone. I can't be bothered. I did it for 3 days in lockdown. I thought I was literally going to be a big fitness fanatic. I got myself a
Yeah.
new bottle, got a new outfit, did the whole thing for 3 days. And then I thought, you know what? It's just not a bit of me. So I'm just
Yeah.
going to not do that. And it's okay just to do what makes you happy, not
Yeah.
what everyone says you should do. Like, oh, you've got all this time. You should do a workout DVD twice a day. Um,
Should is not the same as, oh, what's going to inspire me and what am I going to enjoy and make me
yeah.
ultimately feel happy about my day. And that's so true.
Mhm.
Like getting in touch with what is right for you is so, so important. I
Yeah.
mean, the first thing is like feel good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing, I don't think with the law of attraction, you can visualize all you want, you can imagine what you want, you can
Mm.
get really clear, you can be ready in the receiving mode or whatever it is. But if you feel bad on
Yeah.
yourself, nothing good's going to come because you're not on
Yeah.
the right frequency. So that I think in lockdown, that's really, really important that we feel, happy about ourselves.
Yeah. But we're also all allowed, like even in the UK, we're all allowed to go out and have a walk. And I would really advise people, if you're wanting to like use the law of attraction, just
Yeah.
get out and walk around on your own. Maybe go to a park or something. Just walk around and look at everything. That's what I do. There's
Yeah.
a park near where I live on the palm, and you can literally walk around. There's birds everywhere. There's palm trees. There's a little river, and I just sit there and I watch it all, and it
Yeah.
just make you think about where you are in the world and what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And you have that moment with yourself, and then when you go home, you're kind of a bit more clear headed.
Mm,
So
yeah,
that's what I would advise people to do.
I think so. I think I've seen too many people, like a lot of people not going out. And I'm like, where is everyone in the park? Like, come and get some fresh air. Can't be
Mm-hmm.
anything better for you than fresh air and sunshine. in my
But
humble
there's a lot of mixed
opinion.
messaging about it as well,
I
isn't there? People are
know.
scared.
Listen, I
Yeah.
know. I'm not a doctor, whatever. It's just my humble
Yeah.
opinion. You can't take me seriously in this wig anyway.
Oh, listen, it's fab. But
So
you know, it's all right. As long as you're safe and you've got a mask on, you're doing all that, you can go out.
you can go
Just
out.
be careful. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So in I was reflecting on this, like thinking, what in normal life, what do I do to get myself into a positive mindset? And I
Mm.
think what's happened is on lockdown is that I've got a lot more practical because I have more time. So I'm trying different things. Whereas like if I was going about my everyday life, running around central London for work or castings or whatever it is,
Hmm.
if someone knocks into me on the tube and it's annoying, I haven't got time to go and do like a
Yeah.
dance workout. I've got to pep talk myself in my head, okay, doesn't matter, breathe, and you do all that. I do that all mentally normally. And what I've really been enjoying with lockdown time to do a weird dance video workout, with Mr. Motivator or whatever, and
Oh,
or I've
lovely.
been doing a bit of painting and I'm not good, but it doesn't matter. It's just like a nice thing that makes me feel relaxed. And yeah, has it changed for you at all? I guess because you've moved to Dubai as well, lifestyle's changed a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a lot less stressed.
Yeah,
I was in London. I will say something about London is that even if you're not in a rush, you're in a rush. And
yeah.
I was always stressed. I was always complaining about having pains here, there, and everywhere. And I really didn't believe it was the stress.
Mm,
But actually coming away from the situation, being on my own all the time, forced to do things like have a bath, like for a longer time than I normally would, go for a walk, buy healthy things, all this stuff contributed to me feeling better. And
yeah,
I actually don't think I would like to go back to how I was because I
yeah.
feel so well, which is a
You
really
look
big thing.
so well.
Thank you. But yeah, I think it is all about lifestyle. And old me, like 3 or 4 years ago, I would have been queuing around the alcohol shop, getting my 10 bottles of vodka for my isolation party.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'm just like, oh God, I'm gonna feel really bad tomorrow if I do that.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
I think it's just taking care of yourself. You can still do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm still looking forward to doing it, but
Yeah.
I just don't do it every day. And
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
my priorities have changed a bit.
Yeah, that's great. That's really good. Yeah, I guess like looking at the long term over the short term, sometimes that's easier said than done, but it's
Yeah.
a good thing to remember, definitely. So, yeah, I want to move on really to the kind of storytelling part of this weird thing that I've created. But
All right.
I want to remind people that, we have this manifesting power. We have this amazing consciousness. We have this amazing brain. You're in Dubai because you went, I want to get a job in Dubai, and you made that happen. It didn't just magically occur.
No,
I'm here because many, many
because
reasons.
you are fabulous, darling.
Um, so my point being is that in this time of kind of incubation and being a chrysalis before we hopefully become a beautiful butterfly, we might not be able to do much. Yes, exactly. We might not be able to do a lot for most of us. We might not be able to take a lot of action, but we can definitely focus our minds and use this time to get crystal clear what we want to see in our futures. Because, so we've touched on feeling good, and now we're moving on, I guess, to visualizing what we want so we can ask for what we want, because you can't ask for it unless you know exactly what you want.
That's very true.
I think there's a lot of people going around not sure what they want. So I think this is a really good time to reflect and get
Uh-huh.
it clear. So on that, what kind of
Uh-huh.
things are you sort of visualizing for yourself in the near future or the long future?
Right. So just quick note on me in the past. 8 years ago, me reading that book, The Secret, and also the Cosmic Ordering Service, which I took very literally, and I was like, well, it's that easy. All I have to do is get a little notepad out and write, I would like £1 million and a villa in Surrey. Thanks very much. Fold it up, put it on the
Done.
book in the shelf. That's it. 2 more years down the line, here I am in Surrey Keys. Not the case.
Didn't quite happen.
Um, but I think that kind of thing, visualizing what you want, is good. if you also make a list of things of how you can get there, and if you do them one at a time, like the daily to-do list thing. So for me, I've never really owned anything. I've always lived in a room or rented a house. I've never really owned furniture. I mean, now I'm here to save money, and I want to buy a house, and I want to start buying things and having something to show for my money, not just, excuse my French, pissing it up the wall, which I've done for the last 10 years. And I've had a great time doing it.
Had a great time.
A great time. But
Tommy is my patsy, just so you know.
Having something, yeah, oh yeah. Having something for myself, working towards something. I'm currently saving money, which is amazing to me. I'm like, how is that happening?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm working towards that. Yeah. That's my thing.
Lovely.
But I'm sure you've got some amazing things as well. What are you looking for?
Well, personal stuff. I'm obsessed at the moment, as you well know, with this whole living on an eco farm, like retreat center place thing,
Right.
and I can't get it out of my head, and it's really clear what I would like to do with it. So basically, I see myself at some point, and I've kind of let go of the idea of buying land myself because who cares who owns the land, right? But living in a place where we facilitate kind of retreats and workshops, and also people come and stay and they help farm the land as well. And there's loads of animals, so we have goats and chickens and whatever.
You do love a goat. You do love a goat.
Oh, I do love a little goat, a little baby goat, little pygmy baby goat jumping on a trampoline. Yes. So I've got this whole image of this kind of place that will have like a central clubhouse place that people can come and study or whatever, fields, eco houses, animals, like I say, a swimming pool, tennis courts. Why not? Why not make it luxurious? I don't know. So that for me is
Tamarin's Resorts.
Hey.
Tamarin's Resorts.
Right.
Love it.
Yeah. That's kind of my personal visualization at the moment. And it's really exciting because the more I talk about it, the more people I meet that kind of want to do something similar, get some land and be sustainable and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, that's my personal thing. And then obviously I wanted to talk about kind of world stuff as well, kind of open this out to, what we want to see happen after lockdown in the world, positive change, maybe some transformation.
Transformation. I like that word.
Yeah, it's a hard one, isn't it, though? Because the world is very complicated, and sometimes I'm like, oh, I just want everyone to kind of be like me, and actually, really, everyone needs to be different. Everyone's got to do what they want to do. I think this is actually a harder question.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can only really answer from like a business perspective because I'm surrounded by people talking about it all day long, and it's like, what is the future going to be like? And it's a global curiosity. Everyone's wondering how we're all going to cope in the office environment. Will people want to work from home a lot more? Because right now, we're having a discussion with my current workplace. We're all discussing about the future. We don't know what it's going to be like yet. We're all going along and seeing how it all works. And after the lockdown, will we want to work from home more? Will there be more hot desking? Will there be less offices? Will we go and meet clients more? We don't know what the future holds, but it will change. It will change, and it's exciting because we can be part of that change together. We can all come up with the new normal. And the new normal is what's going to drive the future.
Indeed, it is, and I suppose it's difficult to predict. I suppose the thing is, the beauty of the law of attraction is that you really can, whether it comes true or not, is a different matter. But you can imagine whatever you want to imagine.
I'm still waiting on that lotto win, though, Tamarin.
I know you might. Well, keep hoping. Keep hoping.
I'm keeping hoping. Oh,
yeah. I imagine for communities that this community spirit, I don't know about Dubai so much, but in England there's this real like World War II community spirit vibe going on, And I
Okay.
would like to imagine that continuing and
Mm,
us not relying so much on, the government needs to do its bit, but us kind of relying on each other
mhm,
for help when it's needed. And with the
mm,
internet, it's kind of a win-win because you can reach out now, and people are there. You can find your
mm,
communities with the internet. So I think that kind of the aid groups that have popped up from
yeah,
COVID happening is really a beautiful thing, and I really hope that that continues. And it just shows us that we can kind of be a bit more empowered, and yeah, not wait for the government to give us money for things when we can
yeah,
help.
yeah. There's that. I also think the way we treat people has been pretty diabolical, and we've all been a part of that. And we've
Yeah.
all been part of that growing up. Maybe in the last 10 years, definitely it's part of normal life to read a gossip column, and all of us have clicked on it. That means we're part of it. We've
Yeah.
contributed to it, and we read about it. We share those stories. 90% of them are untrue. So I think
Mm,
that will change. I also see social media will change the way we're able to comment on other people. Um, we shouldn't be judging people as much. Everyone's going through their own thing.
yeah.
And also it's brought in the whole subject of mental health, which again is a huge thing. I've suffered with it for many, many years myself. And thinking positively and using the law of attraction for me has been really, really helpful. But that will be a big thing that will change as well.
Mm,
So the kindness thing that we're all talking about right now,
yeah.
let's see how long that lasts. Let's all make just say that we're going to do it, proclaim it to the world that we're going to be nice
Yes.
people and not assholes. I mean,
I'm
not
so
hard.
I'm so on board with that, Tommy. I think it's so
Yeah,
easy to say hello to your neighbor, to say hello to the postman, ask how they are, and that doesn't have to stop. And I really like that. I can see that happening. I like that as a kind of visualization. Yeah,
yeah. I
really
don't,
nice.
I don't have a postman here. I have no idea who brings the mail.
No,
But if I did have one, I'd say hello.
you'd say hello. Yeah, great.
Oh,
Good. Okay, good. I'm glad. Oh, Tommy, thank you so much for having this chat. So, it's been
right.
really great, and I I'm just going to check the comments because here we go. Mark says rocking the purple wig tee. Thank you, Mark. It's my
That's
signature,
it.
it's my signature headpiece now. This is just the way I am. We haven't had any questions about the law of attraction, but maybe we will next time. I think I
Mm-hmm.
did have one from my kind of live announcement video that I did about this when I was saying, what works for you guys, what doesn't work, and someone said something about they've asked for something but it never comes, and I think that's really common for all of us. I think a lot of us will use the secret, will ask for it, and then doesn't come. And I think what we've touched on today, taking action. If you have an idea for something, follow your
Mm-hmm.
gut and do that
Yes.
thing. And we all second guess ourselves, but I think it's really important to do that, and that gets you on the path. You don't have to see all of the path, but you have to go on the path.
Mm.
And so I
Yeah, but
think,
that means for me, like people that say that. I mean, I've said that before as well. Normally, 9 times out of 10, those things are quite unachievable if you haven't done a lot of things to get to that point. So if
yeah,
you start with something small, let's say somebody wanted to be an interior designer, and they thought, one day I'm going to be an interior designer, but they've never ever done anything about it. They've never done any courses. They've never read any books.
yeah,
But then one day they decided to do an online course and then buy a few magazines and do some research. That's the first step. It doesn't have to be a huge thing. But they're already on
exactly.
that step. They're on the ladder.
That's it. And then it gets easier, maybe, hopefully from there. And
Yeah.
I also think there is that thing of, not seeing, or you don't see all the path ever. So having that belief, knowing that you don't need to, and that it will be revealed to you. It's coming. You take that one
Mm-hmm.
step, you believe that, you're worthy of it, and then just keep believing, and the steps will reveal themselves. Um,
Preach.
Preach, baby. So, to finish future story time. I just want to close with a very short, and I'm talking about 30 seconds meditation. So I invite you all now to have a little think about something that you would like to see in your future. This can be your personal future. It can be it can be for your family or for the whole world. Up to
It can
you.
even be Tom Hardy, if anyone's thinking that.
Great choice.
Great
So,
choice.
yeah, take a second to think of something that you would like to see or have or do. And then closing your eyes, just hold that image in your head. See it with your mind's eye. And see everything about it. And notice as you see this, how you're feeling. And let that feeling travel all through your body. And take a nice picture of that image that you've created in your mind. Keep it for later. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today on this first episode of Future Storytime.
Great idea, and you're fabulous. Well done for saying these things and coming on every day and brightening us the mood.
Well,
yeah, it's been great.
Listen, if we don't brighten this mood, no one's going to brighten it for us. We've got to brighten our moods. Thank you so much to my friend Tommy Lee for being with us all the way from Dubai. What an absolute legend. And I'll be back. I don't know when, but I will write in the group when I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Again. Yes, I'll be back. Lots of love, everyone.
See you later.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.